Extreme danger, very flammable, contents under pressure. Extreme flammable. Pfft. Danger. Pfft. Ha! I laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha! If you've ever seen The Lion King. They weren't joking when they said that's flammable danger. That is some flammable danger right there. Look, you can tell. Flammable danger. So I got the power windows hooked up. I got the door seals put on. I got the new upper window sweep seal on. I changed the door lock. 100 million billion quadrillion times better. This is the driver's side. It's like 100 million times better. Oh yeah, way better. It's not really hard work. It's a little bit tedious, but didn't break a sweat, not even once. Putting that on. Right where that hole is, there's supposed to be one of those plastic pieces there. It's missing. And down below here, there's an adjustable stopper. But if I come in from the side, that stopper thing there, it seems to be hitting that bolt when the window goes up and down. Okay, so I checked my old door, and there's no piece sticking up here. So I think it's supposed to go down, and I think they had it on backwards. I took the stopper out, flipped it over, and put it back in. And I think that's what caused that plastic piece to pop off. There's probably plastic pieces in my old doors. These 3rd gen doors, they do have a lot of adjustments. There's adjustment here, there's adjustment in the tracks, there's adjustment on the ends, adjustment on the triangle, lots of little adjustments. But I did lower this stopper a little bit when I flipped it. So let me try it again. Go down. Go up. I guess I'm going to reuse these seals from my old doors because the new doors don't have any seals, like none whatsoever. And I thought these were good. They're apparently not as good as I thought they were, but they're soft and spongy, and yeah. So there's 2 screws. There's one here and there's one here, and you got to take those 2 screws out. There's a little bit of glue on the top corners, like on this is the back. So there's a little bit of glue at the back and a little bit of glue up at the front, and then there's pins, plastic pins, push pins all the way around. So I'm going to take these screws out. I've already taken the screws out of the front, and I'll try to unglue it without ripping it. Up at the front here, like, it's not cracked, it's nice and soft. There's some wrinkles in it because it's been squished a couple times, but I've already unscrewed it. There's glue here, there's a little bit of glue here, so I just there's 2 screws at the front as well, unscrewed it, and I just carefully pried and cut this away where it was glued because I don't want to rip it when I take it off. So if you're careful, you can do that. And then it's just push pins all the way around. So I've got a little removal tool for those. I've got these here. Okay, I guess it's going to be the bigger one. It looks like it's going to be the bigger one. And it's just a push pin like that, and they have like a shoulder on them, so they just pop out. I recommend using something like this. It's almost like the back side of a hammer, like for pulling nails, because it pulls on both sides. I'm having no problem whatsoever. They're coming out fairly easy. Slobber face? Well, it's a good thing I didn't need these triangle pieces, because they seem to be different the way they bolt in. Did I get your attention? He flops his wing every time, or she flops her wing every time she talks. Maybe that's how they indicate. Maybe that's how you can tell which one's talking, who's talking. Well, I just finished taking off the driver's side door seal here. It came off fairly easy. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. At the bottom, just after the corner, one there that didn't stay in the rubber, but that's okay. I can pop it back out again separately, independently. There's another one here just after the corner, which is kind of odd, but anyway, look at the bottom. Look at that. That's why I took these doors off. That's why. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, so this here is the new door. I know it's the wrong color, but it's solid all in the bottom. But it has no seal, no door seal. You can see a little bit of glue here where the door seal used to be, but other than that, it's just bare. So I got the door seal here from the old door, and why not? It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good for a 35-year-old car. So I set it up here, and it almost falls into place up top here. I just set it there, and it pretty much just falls into place. So that's nice. It's kind of nice. There's some holes here, and they all line up like perfect. I took the plastic pins and I stuck them back in where they belong. There was only two that came out, but so it's going to be as simple as pushing these pins into their holes and putting the screws back up in top. I could put a little bit of silicone or glue there like they were from factory, but to be honest, I think with 2 screws is just fine, I think. So I'm going to go around and plug in these plastic push pin plugs. I think this is a newer door. Maybe they made some changes in the mid-80s because the plastic triangle is a little bit different up front. And the armrest was a little bit different, but aside from that, everything is the same. It's the same body style from 82 to 92. Oh my goodness. Are y'all played out, Buster? Originally, when I put these doors on, I was a little bit bummed out because it looked like crap. Not only a different color, but these doors are kind of scratched up, and the seals were just completely shot. But I feel a little bit better about things now that the seals are in there. And I actually put the door seal on in there. Yeah. Maybe I'll actually put the door pads on. I've got the white door pads, and they're pretty nice and clean, so maybe I'll put those on. That might make me feel better about things. That right there is the back side of the lock tumbler where you stick your key into. And there's a clip holding the connecting rod on there. And there's another clip that holds the key tumbler itself. So I gotta take those clips off. It's in there, so it's gonna be sort of tight, but I got the window up on the old door here. So I'm gonna take my old tumbler and put it in the new door. That way my key will still work because I don't have the keys for the new door. So I'm gonna change them both, and that way I'll have my original key can operate the door. So I got both the clips knocked loose, and once you get those clips pulled off, the connecting rod will come off and the tumbler will come out. There's the clip that holds the tumbler on. And there's the tumbler itself, or the key cylinder, lock cylinder. And this clip goes in behind somehow, like that. So I took the door seal here. This is the one that I recycled from my old door, and I removed it, just these two screws here, just enough so I can get the screwdriver down in there, and I popped the clip off. This one has different hardware, I've noticed, like the triangle at the front has different hardware, and the retainer clip for the connecting rod is a little bit different on this one. So it should come out now. I got the clips off. There she goes. There's a little rubber gasket there too. I might keep that in. There's the gasket still on the door. This tumbler has a different clip for the connecting rod, but I like this style better. Okay, I got the original one that my key fits, and I put the plastic retainer clip. I like this style better. Too easy, bruh. Too easy. It's easier for me because I already had the door pads off. Without a doubt, the hardest part is going to be putting this clip on, I think. I guess the hardest part was getting these clips off. Oh, there she is. That's the one that the key fits. That's the original one that fits the car. The connecting rods are a little bit rattly in there because I don't have the door pad on. But that's the original key right there. Lock. Unlock. So I got the power windows hooked up. I got the door seals put on. I got the new upper window sweep seal on. I changed the door lock cylinder. Pretty soon I'll be able to put the door pads back on, I think. Well, there she is. Redone the seal. Put the old locking cylinder in there so I can actually lock and unlock the doors now. Yeah. Pretty soon I can put the door pad back on, but I forgot I need to put there's an armrest bracket here. So if I'm going to use the armrest, I'm going to have to put that bracket on. Okay, I'm getting ready to put the door pad back on the passenger door finally, or on both doors I guess. So the armrest bracket was different, and it was riveted on. Yeah, I drilled some holes and I riveted it back on. I used the smaller rivets, that's why I drilled new holes, but other than that I just lined up the old holes and used the smaller rivets because that's what I had. I do have the bigger rivets, but my rivet gun won't handle the bigger rivets, I don't think. So that's on there. This bolt, I just used this bolt for a guide, so it should come out of there, but yeah, I just used it to line up the holes. And I painted this bracket. I didn't have to change this one because it seems to be in the same location. This door handle is not as good, not nearly as good as my old one. This one's all chipped and yuck, but I don't know, it works. There's the old one, it's just sitting there. Everything looks so much nicer and shinier on the old one. But anyway, I'm probably not going to change it. So I got the power windows working. I got the armrest bracket on. I ran the wires for the door locks. I ran them under the dash just in case I'd want to do door locks later, or the electronic locks. So aside from the ugly door handle, I think the door pad's ready to go back on. I laid some black spray paint in some ugly spots. Okay, moment of truth. Ready to put the door pad on. I've adjusted these window adjusters on top, so you want to do that first. Okay, it's not cardboard. It's like MDF, but it's not much better than cardboard if you ask me. I considered making these. If you notice, they're just a flat sheet of board. So I considered making some out of like aluminum or something. So I just got to get the top rail in there and make sure it's lined up around the right spot first. I think it's just falling into place so far. Yeah, pretty much just falling right into place. So I think that's where I want it, somewhere right around there. So I'll start pushing the pins in, probably start at the top and work my way around. 1, 2, 3. Make sure all the other ones are lining up before I put them all in. 4. My hands should probably be a little bit cleaner since these are white, but man, does that ever look way better. $100 million billion quadrillion times better. Well, there's the passenger side on. I feel a lot better about it. I don't know what that ugly wrinkle is, but I'm sure a couple days in the sun, or maybe one day in the sun, that'll probably come out. I'm thinking about putting black armrests on because it had white and my hands are always dirty. And the driver's side armrest, the white one, it got dirty just from my hands. I think I have some black armrests there, and I'm pretty sure they're the same. I'll double check. If so, I'll put the black ones on. There's a lot of black in the interior. The dash is black, the column's black, the top of the console is black, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I feel a lot better about that. Painted this. I'll put the trim on later, and I'll go ahead and put the driver's side on. Okay, I'm back. I trimmed the top clips on this top plastic piece here. I think they're nonsense, personally. Okay, my hands are totally dirty, but I got the door pad. I set the top rail on here. I modified those clips again so it can set down in there. It's not going to come out, but it's not going to latch down in either. I'll use these clips just to hold it in place. So it's not going to pop out anyway. I'm not worried about that. Yeah. Okay. Now it's just the trim pieces. There is a hole here where the crank window used to be. So I don't know, maybe I'll leave that as is, maybe I'll put a little Firebird icon on there or something, I don't know. But I'm just happy to have it. I'm just happy to have the door pads back on, the doors mounted, I rebuilt the hinges, new seals across the top on the outside. Yeah, power windows are working, good stuff. So I just used this rust paint on the armrest brackets. Extreme danger, very flammable, contents under pressure. Extreme flammable, pff. Danger, pff. Ha! I laugh in the face of danger, ha 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 ha! That's a reference to the Lion King movie, if you've ever seen the Lion King. Flammable danger, let's find out. Holy shit. They weren't joking when they said that's flammable danger. That is some flammable danger right there. Look, you can tell. Flammable danger. Hi, Buster. How you doing? Well, I feel a lot better having the doors on. I know they're scratched up and different color, but these ones are solid. Yeah. When I first put them on, I was a little bit discouraged because the seals were all dry rotted and the door pads were missing and they were different color. But I feel better. I feel a lot better about it now. Now that the door pads are on and the seals are new and the power windows are working, so that's a bonus because I never had that before.